This is our new circuit. Our circuit is, this is a SR latch using NAND gate 4011 IC here. And then we are using two output for the Q and the Q NOT. Output LED, two push button for the set, and then the other one is reset. Also, we have this power indicator for this red small LED with current limiting resistor, protect the LED, and then also with resistors for the IC and then for the LED output. So this is SR latch using 4011 NAND gates. Okay, this for the set, reset. And for this circuit, we're going to power it using the power bank, 5 volts. So our system is it is a 5 volt system power using the USB, powering it on by putting the power to the breadboard, and then with the jumper wires. Let's see, 5 volts supply. What's wrong with the circuit? Initial state of the circuit, one of the two LED turns on. That is the memory. Okay, so SR latch is used as a memory storage. So this circuit is we're designing a memory, just like in the computer memory. That is we're going. That is That is what we have here. We're designing a 1-bit memory using an SR latch. So this is a circuit. It refers to the designing a memory storage, just like in the computer memory storage. And we have this SR latch. So initial state, this LED turns on. Since this is this S set, R reset. So the reset pin. Okay, let's power on again. And then when I press the reset here, it toggles the LED. Press the set, it will set the LED. So this circuit works using only one input. If we're going to press both the input, this could be illegal. We're going to set the circuit. Just press the button here and then this one. So this is a bistable state wherein we have two stable states, high and low signal. So in short, this circuit, which is SR latch, is used. We're using this circuit as a memory storage, or we designed the circuit as having a 1-bit memory storage. So that is our circuit. It is capable of storing 1 bit at a time. So 1 bit. We now have in figure 1, SR latch using 4011 NAND gates. Okay? What is our purpose of designing this type of circuit? We are designing this SR latch as a memory storage. Just like in our computer, that can store a memory of 1 bit. 1 bit. It means it is bistable, either 0 or 1. So in short, we are designing a binary digit memory storage. We're designing an IC or storage. And we have two NAND gates here. So NAND gate is a gate. Two input. One is A, another one is B. And the output Y. This is the truth table for the NAND gate. When A is 0, B is 0, output is 1. When 0, A, B, 1 becomes 1. When A is 1, B is 0, it becomes 1. So both 1 becomes 0. So you see, what is the purpose of designing these NAND gates or this type of circuit? We are dealing with this circuit design when we are designing an IC or a switching circuit. It's our purpose, switching circuit or a logical decision circuit. Usually this activity design is for designing a computer memory storage. So it's still a part of an electronics. So we have what's wrong? So we have this NAND gate truth table. Why there is a screw? And then for our main topic, or we are using 411 IC NAND gates. So instead of using transistor, we're using the IC. And the IC in figure 2, it is 411 functional diagram. We have 4 NAND gates in one IC. The pin number 1 input, 2 input, the output is pin 3, considered as J. Okay, pin 6, 7, the input, then pin 5, pin 4, pin 5 and 6 input, pin 4, it is output. 7 is the BSS, referring to the CMOS. This is a CMOS type device. That is the ground. And for the positive supply, we're using BDD. In our case, we're using 5 volt supply, which is a power bank. So another and NAND gate, EF, 8, 9 input, 10 output, L, M output, input, MG, HG, input. So we have 4 NAND gates in one IC. In our SR latch design, we're using these 2 NAND gates. So we have 2 NAND gates. This is cross-coupled 2 NAND gates. Cross-coupled NAND gates. And into the output, we have the Q. And the other output, we have Q NOT or Q bar or Q complement. Q complement. This is the formal, we call this a formal, what you call that, Q complement. Formal terms or terminology. Q complement, or it could be Q NOT, Q bar. The invert or the inverse or the inversion of Q NOT. Connected is the LED 1 to the Q and Q NOT to the LED 2. And this is a sourcing current. To turn on this LED, we need the sourcing current here. That is the connection, sourcing current. Pushing current out Okay? And then into the input, we had a 10K. Okay? 10K pull up resistor. Another 10K here to the VDD. So why is it we have this 10K pull up resistor? And you can see here S complement, R complement. Okay. When we are designing as SR latch using a NAND gates, NAND. So in formality, we are using S complement here because it refers to what is the situation of the input triggering input. It is active low. So the circuit is only active when we pull it down to the ground. We have pull up resistor in logic or in digital electronics. If there's a current here to pin number 1, we have okay, logic high 1. Here also with logic high 1. So initial state of the circuit, we're going to see the truth table S complement, R complement, that is the formal terms used. Q, the output in the inversion or the invert or the complement of that is Q net. When the initial circuit, since this is the design, this is 1 in number 1 and the other one is 1. 1, 1. In the truth table, it is memory or that is the previous state memory. So whatever the previous state is, it could be this one is on or this one is off or this one is on or this one is off. This is memory. What I mean is this LED this could be one or turn on, this one is off, turn off. That's the initial state. It depends to the previous state. But since we have this truth table, initial state, both S and R, 1. Because the current flows here. And then the moment, and aside from that, we have this circuit, this part. This is a power indicator. When we connect the 5 volts, this LED turns on with the use of this current limiting resistor. So this is the initial state, 1, 1. And we know that S complement, R complement is a formal terms or formal way of writing a NAND gate for the SR latch. And S must be in line with Q. So this circuit should be SR latch. It is not RS. It should be SR. This one, SR. RS should be SR when we're using the NAND gates. Not RS, SR, set reset. And the S is in line with the Q, output Q. The complement of that, the inversion or in the reverse or the complement is Q naught. This is 1, this is 0. Okay? This is high, this is low. So for the second truth table, if S is 0 and then R is 1, so S here will instead of 1 becomes now 0. When we pull down the switch, it becomes 0 logic or grounded. Okay? It becomes 0 and then R is still connected to the 5 volts. That's why it's still 1. We have 1 here. Oh. Okay? So when we have an action of 0 pulling it to the ground, We have now an output of 1 here. We are setting it to 1. The Q is now equal to 1. Once we pull it down, 0, pull it down to the ground, the Q output is 1. And then because this is cross-coupled feedback, it becomes now 1 here. Okay? One and the 2 is what? If 1 is 1, there now in your memory could be 0 or 0 here. This 1 is to 1 could be 0. And then if R is 0, pulling it down 0, the Q now is, we have the Q naught now is 1. Okay? Pulling it down becomes 1 here, the Q complement. So that is the operation of that. If we both press, so meaning we're using this 0 action, what will happen? It is illegal. So in short, when we press S 0, S complement 0, it will turn on this LED. If we press R switch will turn on this LED. Reset. It will now reset this Q, becomes this LED now turns on. So that is the operation of this latch switch. So initially it starts at a high level. Okay, high level 1 1. Then when S pull it down to the ground, it becomes activate, becomes 1 here, and then feedback here. Even if this is 0, it becomes 1 0 here, 1 0 still. Unit is 1 here, then feedback that. And this SR latch is level trigger. If this is the waveform, the level trigger, considering this as a level trigger, when the signal comes from 0 to 1 or low to high. Oh, this is, I mean, let us say, when this is the signal, this is level triggered, means the level from 0 to high, level triggered. So this one is level triggered when we are referring to our latch. Level triggered. It depends on or it has no clock. It has no clock or no clock. Okay, no clock, level trigger, or asynchronous. It is considered sequential logic because the output depends on the current state of the input plus the current input and the previous state of the circuit. And then latch, it remembers the previous state after inputs are turned off. So when we turn off the power, still there is the memory still remembers the previous state. So again, when we initially state 1 1 becomes And we have the SR latch symbol. SRQ QNAT. This is a conventional SR latch. But in our design, we're using S complement R complement because we're using a NAND gate. Let us make a simulation separate so that we have a clear understanding of what is an SR latch that stores 1 bit of memory. It can be used as memory storage for making a memory or storage. Here again we have two NAND gates. The truth table for NAND gate is this: if both logic level 0 means low logic, low level 1, 0, 1, when A is 0 and then B is 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. We're pertaining this NAND gate A, B, and then Y. A, B, Y. When A is 0, 0, B is 0, then Y is 1. That is the NAND gate truth table. This one is for the SR latch NAND gate truth table. Okay? In our circuit, initial state, we have the switch in the initial state. It pulls up to the 5 volts using a 10K resistor. 10K. And then we have this S complement, R complement. It is referring to the SR latch using NAND gate. S complement and R complement, which means the input is active low. It means when we press it down to the ground, pulling it low, it will activate the circuit. So for the initial state, we have S is 1, R is 1. Okay? By the way, our output is Q naught or Q bar or Q complement. If Q is 1, Q naught is 0. Inversion. If this is 1, LED 1 turns on. If this is 0, LED 2 turns off. If this is 1, it will turn on. If this is 0, it will turn off. So that is the situation. And then current flows here is sourcing from gate to the load. Sourcing current of I think 1.5 milliampere. That is the sourcing current. Pushing current from the gate. Okay. Then to switch connected to the ground and to the input. Okay. Separate switch. Then let us now see the simulation. If S complement is equal to 1 and R is equal to 1. So it means it is an initial state. It is just connected to the 5 volts. 1. S. R. 1. Connected. Current flows here and it is 1. Considered as 1. Okay? And in the table 1 and 1, it is hold state or it is from the previous state. So this is previous state. It's either this one is on or this one is off, or this one is on and this one is off. It's because of the racing condition of the circuit. Sometimes this one is on, sometimes this one is off. It depends. So we're going to assume that if this LED one is on, becomes 1. This one is off, 0. Okay? Low level, high level. High level means it turns on the LED. This one is off, this one is on. Initial state, S1, R1, complement, 1, 1, because they're connected to the 5 volts, 1. 5 volts, 1. Okay. And we have this previous state. We call that previous state. That depends on the previous condition. Since this is 1, this is an assumption, arbitrary, 1, 0. Supposedly, this is 1 because of the previous activity. This one, with since this is cross-coupled NAND gate, it will close. We're going to trace it here. 1 to be here, 1. Current state, previous state, 1. Q naught, 0. Close back it here, 0. Okay? And if we're going to trace now the state is this input 1 for the NAND gate, 1, 0, 1, 0, the output is 1. So the Q is 1. This one, 1 and 1. 1 and 1, output is 0, which is the Q complement. It means this LED turns on and this LED turns off. That is the initial state. It means we're not still pressing any button. Okay? So we can see here Q now is 1. And Q naught or Q bar or Q complement is 0, the complement. Now, let us see this. There is an activity now. S is equal to 0. R complement equals 1. So it means we're going to press the switch into the ground. Becomes 0. And this is 1. When we press the switch, it pulls down to the ground. The logic now becomes low logic 0. 0. R is still the same. That is the same. Still connected to 5 volts. So here, our action input is from this switch is 0. Pull down to the ground. That's why it becomes 0. Okay? Now, what is now our output Q and complement? Output Q now is, since the present state is 0 for the NAND gate, 0 and then 0. That is the previous state. 0, 0, 0, 0. It becomes 1. Same. It is again, this is the present, still 1, connected to 5 volts, and the previous state, 1 from the feedback. 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So 0, feedback again, becomes 0 here, 0, 0, 1, 1, feedback, 1, 1, 0, feedback, 1, but, and then, so it means our Q is 1, Q naught is 0. Okay? Still the same. Now, we're going now to S complement to be 1. It means we are not pressing the switch. We're going just to connect it to the pull up or the initial state, a normal high, 1. And then for the R complement, we're doing an activity here. We're going to trigger a switch or pull down the switch. Becomes 0. Pull it down to the ground. Becomes logic level, grounded. From 10K to the ground. So this now grounded. That's why this is 0. Okay? 1, just connect to the normal high 5 volts, the 10K becomes 1. 1. And then R, when we press the switch, so it means there's an activity here. We press it, we ground the switch, become now logic level 0. 0. 0. Now, what is now our Q? So, using the present state, 1, and then 0, 1, 0, it becomes, by the way, what is now our Q? Okay? Are we going to start from the upper or from the upper, this top portion, or from here, bottom? Up or down? Top or bottom? We're going to start at the bottom. Why? Because we have an activity here. We're going to reset to 0 or pulling it down to 0. That's why there's activity here, pulling it down 0. And 1 still the same, just normally connected to 5 volts. 1, 1, 0, or 0, 1, 0, 1, or 1, 0. Okay? We're going to start from this Q naught. Why? Huh? Because the activity is we're grounding the switch. So from previous state again 1, from the feedback 1, we have still 1 here, and then the present state 1, 0. What is now our Q output? Since our present state is this 0, pulling it down to the ground, 0, 0. S present 1, connected normally to 5 volts, 1, high level. Okay? What is now the Q output? 1, 0, since we have an activity here at the reset side, pulling it down becomes 0. We're going to start from the bottom Q naught. So using this Q naught, 1, 0, 1, 0 becomes 1. So this is now 1, 1, 0 becomes 1. Going to be feedback to the this gate becomes 1 here. 1, 1, 1, 1 become 0 here. So that is now the simulation. What if we're going to press both the switch S? So Q now is 0 and then Q naught is 1. If S now is 0 and R complement is 0, S complement, Q is, and Q naught is what? Not use. We're not going to use that S is 0, R 0 switch. Because if we're going to plot that, if this is the 0, means the going to ground that 0 here, again 0 also. So 0, then the previous one, 1 is 1. 0, 1, and then 0 is 1. So it is not the complement of the output. The Q is not the complement, is equal to Q is equal to Q complement, which is invalid. So we're not going to use that S is 0, R complement is 0. Why? Because it's invalid. We are the one controlling the circuit. We're controlling the circuit. That's why we're not using this number 4, S0, R0, QQ. We're not using this. It is invalid. Only the 3. Or I mean these 2. So that's why using this, it is just like a toggling the LED on and off, set, reset. And this is a latch switch. Latch means sequential. It means the output depends on the present state and the previous state because of the feedback previous and the present situation, present state and the previous state. We're not going to use this state R0, S0. We're not going to use that. It's invalid. So that is the simulation of the NAND gate SR latch.